Hi everybody, I'm Britt Savage for WooFDriver News, coming to you live all the way from all around the world to your backyard, bringing you all the dog news stories that you want to hear. We got a lot of great ones today. I think you're really going to enjoy them. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having fun here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a bit of a heat wave. Remember to always get plenty of water for your dogs and bring them inside if it's too hot. And certain breeds like my dog, which is a Boston Terrier, doesn't do well outside, so you have to make sure that they're inside. But just find out about that, and you can ask your vet or check online or talk to us here at WooFDriver. We'd love to talk to you about everything that has to do with dogs, but I like to bring you all the fun news stories that have to do with dogs and all the things that are out there that I'm trying to gather for you. So let's get to it right now. Oh boy, this Friday happens to be Bring Your Dog to Work Day. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's not quite as popular as Bring Your Child to Work Day, but it's getting more popular. But the first thing you probably have to know is you can't bring them to every job. So if you work in a restaurant, that's probably not going to work, or maybe in a medical facility, you can't be. I don't want you operating on anyone with your dog sitting over your shoulder and saying, no, it was the left kidney. You're supposed to operate on the left kidney. Now, I don't want any of that stuff. You leave your dog home if it's for that. But if you can bring your dog to work, I think that'd be really fun, right? Well, we have some tips from the Humane Society of Missouri, and I wanted to get to them because they might help about this Friday because it's kind of new. The number one, I think this is a big one. Consider your coworkers. I know a lot of you people, and me too, we grew up with dogs and we love seeing them around, but sometimes your coworkers, they might not only not be used to being around dogs, but they might have had a really bad experience with a dog, and so them coming to work and having your dog sitting next to them in especially a small, maybe like a call center where you have a dog, it might really upset their whole day. So I think even if your boss says it's okay, ask your coworker if they're okay. It says, let them know, they're talking here about your boss, but ahead of time to make sure everyone is on board with having your four-legged visitor. I think that's great. Prep your pup. Number two, appropriate work attire for dogs includes a leash, a well-groomed coat, and the very best manners. And what they're saying here is they do need a leash, and also it's not going to be right for every dog. I mean, there's some dogs that just aren't comfortable with strangers, and you don't want them growling at your boss or anything like that. That's not good. Pack the items your pet will need, including food, a water bowl, quiet toys. You don't want squeaky toys, and some cleanup supplies. You know, you may need that, and a blanket in bed that your dog's used to, so your dog can go off, and you may enjoy having them there, but at some point they may want to just curl up with their normal little blanket and get out of the way. And number four, keep your cool. Only bring your pup to work if there is a dedicated air-conditioned place to hang out. So that would mean if you work on a construction site, you're going to be out all day, that's probably not a good fit for your dog. But I want to find out if you're going to be bringing your dog to work, if you can. And also, I wouldn't mind seeing some pictures of your dog at work helping out. I think that would be really cute. And so just make sure, follow those guidelines, and just use common sense, because it could be bring your dog to work day, but then it could be bring your dog to the unemployment line day, and you don't really want that. So make sure you follow those directions from thanks so much to the Humane Society of Missouri for that, but I'd love to find out if you're going to be bringing your dog to work on Friday. That's this Friday, the 24th. I see we're getting some comments. Oh, that's so great. People just checking in and saying thanks. Well, hello, everybody. I see Tuna and Yusef. Hello there. So good to see you. My next story is really pretty wacky. Okay, so last time I met with you guys, I talked to you about some of the cool tech gadgets that are out there. And one of them, you might remember, was a cube that you could set up, and then when you were away from your dog, you could actually look into it on your phone, check out what your dog's doing, and there were a lot of other things, but it's really cool. I mean, it sounds like a great idea. Well, let me tell you about this story. Recently, a woman was caught on a doggy cam robbing a Phillipstown, New York home, and now faces felony charges, according to a Putnam County Police. to the Putnam County Police. Police said the resident, who was out of town, saw a woman robbing his home while reviewing a surveillance camera designed to check in on his dogs. He then alerted police and sent them a still image captured from his doggy cam. That's crazy. So he's looking at his dogs at home, you know, let's see what they're doing. Oh, look at, they're playing with a ball. All of a sudden, he sees a woman ripping off his possessions. It's crazy. But, of course, he had the photo, so he could send it in. Brewster resident Barrett O. OK. I'm not making this name up. Barrett O. OK, O-K-A-Y, 52, was charged with burglary and criminal possession of stolen property after turning herself in. She also turned in 6 rings and an Apple iPad. But she got caught by the doggy cam, so you got to watch out what you're doing. People might be checking in on their pets. All right, I don't know if you've heard, but poomies are coming. Poomies! Poomies are coming! What are poomies? The Westminster Kennel Club have just approved the Pumi. You spell that P-U-M-I. That means these curly-haired Hungarian herding dogs. I want to show you a picture. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the little doggy. So cute. The Westminster Kennel Club have just approved the Pumi, spelled P-U-M-I. That means these curly-haired Hungarian herding dogs can now compete for the coveted Best in Show. These dogs are known for their strong work ethic, and they've been in Hungary for centuries helping out herding cattle and they say swine and sheep and everything like that. And they've been in America, and certain breeders are trying to have more of them, and so they can be actually a recognized breed, which they are in the AKC. But the Westminster thing, that's a big thing, I guess, international. So if you have one of these dogs, I'd love to hear about it. But according to the breeders, they're great dogs. They're great herding dogs. People are using them to herd chickens. I want to give you this one quote. This is pretty wacky. Okay, so according to Chris Levy, president of the Hungarian Pumi Club of America, they're not for somebody who's going to sit and watch TV all day, but if provided with enough exercise and stimulation, the Pumi can chill out. So I'm glad to hear that the Pumi can chill out. Considered quick learners, Pumis have done well at agility and other canine sports. Some in the U.S. have also herded rabbits, chickens, goats, and even cats in a cattery. This is where I'm going to say I didn't even know that there were catteries, and I'm not even quite sure what a cattery is, but evidently it's where a bunch of cats are, and when they need herding, you better call a Pumi. But before you start talking about groups of Punis, I have to say that I'm saying it Punis, but the correct spelling for plural is Pumik. So I guess that's P-U-M-I-K, so I should have said Pumik are coming, but that sounded really weird. But let's get on to this next story, but I want to see what you're doing. Oh, look at that. How sweet. Want one? I do too. They're really cute, and I have 2 chickens, and it takes a special dog to be around chickens. You don't want the chicken to become a dinner or a toy. I've seen how some dogs react to squeaking things, and I don't want my chickens, but I've been watching them with my dog, and supervised, I feel pretty good about it. My dog was raised with them, and we even had a sick one that lived in our dining room for about 5 months. I know you think I'm crazy, but it was a sick little chicken. Unfortunately, she didn't make it, but we were trying really, really hard. And so she was in there while our dog was a puppy. And so our dog just doesn't even look at them. It's almost like they're there, and it's like, oh, okay, there's a chicken. So, but still, I wouldn't feel comfortable in even turning my head or driving to a supermarket or something and leaving the dog alone with the chickens in the backyard. Not me, but there are some breeds that are known for being great around chickens. Okay, here we go. Researchers at some top institutions are studying canine cognition. As Dr. Brian Hare of Duke University says, dognition. Oh boy. Dr. Hare, a Duke University professor of cognitive neuroscience, is exploring the mutually beneficial relationship between humans and dogs. He explained it wasn't a big surprise to dog lovers that dogs use gestures and are amazing communicators, that's for sure, right? Dogs have the ability to process human behavior better than chimpanzees. Domestic dogs have the ability to understand so-called cooperative, communicative, social cues that allow them to quickly and accurately complete social tasks with only a simple guidance from an instructor. So that's great, right? But what does that know? We already knew dogs are great communicators. Well, scientists say that dogs' uncanny sense of smell, which makes them excellent in sniffing out bombs and narcotics, can be applied to detecting diseases like cancer. British researchers say dogs can detect minute odor traces created by diseases that can assist in early detection. So with the ability of being really great with humans and being able to communicate, plus having great sense of smells and being able to have this crazy, almost superhuman or super dog ability to be able to sniff out the very beginning of some diseases like cancer, it's just an amazing combination. And we always knew dogs were man's best friend and a great companion, but just we're learning more and more about dogs and how they really are in a class by themselves and helping everybody. That's just crazy. Well, let me see some of these things. Oh, that is so great. I'm going to just move this up. Oh, just people checking in. That's really, really great. I wanted to know, oh, did you know that it's Wacky Woof Wednesday? Did you know that? Well, it is. You were wondering what today was, but it's Wacky Woof Wednesday. And you're saying, what does that mean? That means that you go to the WooFDriver page and scroll down a little bit and you'll see it right there. It lets you know that you can enter your dog to win, and there are thousands and thousands of people who check out this page, and your dog could be chosen as being the wackiest. But that's only on Wednesday. There's something going on every single day. So I want to make sure, oh yeah, go to wackywoof.com and you'll see what it is. Like Monday it's something, Sunday it's something. There's something every day where you can enter a picture of your dog and just go up there and see all your friends' dogs, and it'd just be fun to let everybody see what your dog's doing. But they're all different things, like hanging out with your dog and so all that. But I want to see all your dog's pictures. It'd be fun to see your dog being wacky at your job this Friday. That'd be really cool. And I also want to make sure that you're checking out some of the new programs this week. It's been a really exciting week here at WooFDriver. We've had really 3 new live programs, and I love them all. The fun thing is they're all so different. I mean, I do the news here, and I really enjoy it, doing the news and all different fun stories about dogs and interacting with you guys. But we had Dean Miller on, and he's the dog counselor. He was great. I learned a lot of things watching him. He did just something, seems so simple about getting, you know how your dog can bark at squirrels, it can drive you crazy. Just a simple way of letting your dog know what you want. And you got to check out, if you didn't see him explain that, it really, I don't know, it hit home with me of a way of having a physical touch with the dog, and also just where you would position yourself so the dog would know, I've got it taken care of, don't you worry about it, don't worry about that squirrel, I got him. I thought it was really cool, and I've read a lot of books on dog training, and I've had dogs that I've trained and horses, but he's definitely got something, and I know you could learn something from him, even if you consider yourself a pretty good dog trainer. So check him out. He's a fun guy, and he's got a lot to say. He's got a book out and all that. And then we have a Paw Prints of Wisdom, and that was with Carol Grace Anderson. She's great. She's so lovable, and she has all these great stories that come from her book that just came out. And it's really about how we learn life lessons from our dogs. And she'd love you to correspond with her while she's on the air, and being able to talk about just the lessons you've learned from your dogs. And really, I think that's so beautiful. And then we had another one that's Animal Secrets with Barbara. And she's just great. And she's just going to be talking. She's just getting started this last time. But she'll be getting into just how you can almost like feel the secrets, almost like psychically feel some secrets from your animals. And I'm looking forward to finding more about that, because I really don't know anything about it. But I'll be back in just a few days. I hope you've had a great time sharing your time with me. I appreciate you tuning in and also sharing this and following us. And I love all your comments and the photos and all the suggestions for stories and things you've been sharing with me. And I hope you'll continue watching us and just getting involved, because I like us all being part of like this little woof pack together. So it's really cool. Make sure you check out allwoof.com. There's so much going on here, and we want to get you involved. Don't just hang out there. We want you involved. And I'm seeing like the same people, and it's so neat to, I actually feel like I know some of your pets because you're posting pictures and telling me about your life and all that. And it's kind of neat how we can reach people through the internet. And I love it that we're all crazy dog people. So it's really cool. I'm going to see you in just a few days. I'll be back on Saturday. It'll be during the day, Eastern time, but we'll let you know all that. But we've got so much going on, so make sure, I mean, there's some crazy stuff going on the site. I mean, we got WooFDriver Bill. He's out on a motorcycle with a dog. I mean, I love watching him on the dog. I need a camera of the people driving by and just going like, what? You know, I need that. I need the other camera checking out the responses, because I bet there's some crazy responses going on. And then he's out with that thing with all the dogs running. I don't know. He's living a crazy dog life. That's all I can say. Pretty nutty. We were talking the other day, and I was saying, I wonder if I could hook up like 30 cats to that thing, that buggy thing. Could you imagine? I'm not sure cats are the right fit for it, but it's great to see his beautiful dogs, a little one that's so cute. And I want to ride on that thing one of these days. I think I'm gonna. What do we got? Oh, it's so great. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and we'll see you again really soon. I'm Britt Savage for WooFDriver News.